Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Bat Joey here, and today we're gonna talk about the Among Us crew. So how did it all start? Among Us is not a new game. Its release was on June 15, 2018, and for almost 2 years the game had barely any players. But after mid-2020, that marked the COVID-19 quarantine period, this game has been booming across the globe. Every popular streamer has dedicated at least 3 hours a day to the game, and the popularity and player base is growing day by day. It's growing to the point where their servers can't even handle it, and only a limited number of players can play at a time. Currently, the number of players exceeds 331,000. The people responsible for all this sussing are Marcus Bromander, the designer and artist, and Forrest Willard, the programmer. The game itself didn't take much effort, investments, and time to make, hence only the 2 people, including the help of Amy Liu as an artist, were required to make this game. But the whole idea around it just makes this game so fun to play, especially with friends. But what about the Among Us Crewmates? Among Us Crewmates may look like cartoonish depictions of people in spacesuits, but are they really human? Fans have theories about their origins. The colorful crewmates of Among Us may appear to be heavily stylized depictions of people in spacesuits, but it's not entirely clear if they're humans or aliens. Still, while Among Us' very sparse story elements give fans little detail about crewmates and imposters' origins, certain theories may have correctly identified them. On the surface, Among Us crewmates have several traits not found in modern humans. For one, there's their lack of arms. Their hands appear floating only during certain animations, in addition to a lack of visible neck and their thick, footless legs. This could all easily be chalked up to Among Us' simple art style, however, so fans needed to dig deeper for real evidence. In the Submit Scan task, players stand on a scanner in the med bay, which shows they are 3'6" and 92 pounds. These measurements are obviously less than the average adult human, which might suggest crewmates are indeed aliens, but the scan still uses metrics used on Earth, like feet, pounds, and blood type. These could just be used in the game's fiction for players' convenience, just like the Star Wars use of Earth measurements and languages, but regardless, Among Us fan theories provide a few possible explanations. Moving on to the next question, what's really behind the Among Us crewmates theory? Among Us crewmates are indeed human, but they've simply been warped by years of space travel. Without Earth's gravity, we suppose the crewmates evolved to have shorter, stockier bodies. Additionally, the vending machine seen in the buy beverage task contains items clearly based on real-world drinks, such as carton of almond milk, the Mountain Dew-like Dawn Dew, and the Gatorade-like NRG. These could be future iterations of existing brands, or, like the crewmates design themselves, just cartoonish abstractions of the real thing. If this theory is true, Mira HQ and Polis could be interpreted as planets far beyond Earth's solar system, reached by interstellar humans long into the future. Or perhaps Mira HQ is simply a location on a heavily polluted planet, and humans have reached out to other planets for resources. But other evidence suggests crewmates could be something else. The large-mouthed imposters of Among Us could be shape-shifting aliens or parasites that twist human forms, but some fans think all crewmates might have those sharp-toothed, sharp-tongued maws. The fact that imposters' mouths can't be seen when close could mean crewmate suits are designed for easy mouth access while indoors, and imposters are simply the only ones to use this ability maliciously. After all, the one-eyed dogpad in Among Us suggested there could be just one big eye behind crewmates' visors and a big mouth beneath it. Counter-arguments to this theory are many though. For instance, if the dogs and crewmates were from the same planet, it wouldn't make much sense for crewmates to wear their suits at all times unless they are protecting themselves from some kind of crewmate-only disease, maybe one that turns them into crazed imposters. Until developer Inner Sloth provides a clearer picture of Among Us lore, crewmates' true species will likely remain unclear. Perhaps the safest bet is to assume they are non-human then, as Inner Sloth has at least avoided tying them to Earth in any concrete way. But what about the meaning behind the colors in Among Us? Among Us has few clues that have led players to theorize about hidden lore, and med-based scans, card swipes, and the tutorial all reveal certain things. At first look, Among Us is a game that shouldn't have much lore hidden within its details. Many fans of the hit murder mystery themed indie game have been coming up with theories about who really is behind the spacesuits, even though Among Us doesn't have anything close to a story mode that lets players into the deeper meaning of the skeld. However, people have been studying small details that may add up to a bigger story, revealing some of the lore behind the mysterious colors of Among Us. The colors seem like simple appearances, but there are small details that reveal some lore behind each character. The fact is, there's a possibility that every color has an in-depth personality and different attributes attached that makes them all unique. Since Inner Sloth has decided to cancel Among Us 2, they will be fully focusing on expanding the original Among Us. This might mean that Inner Sloth will add much more confirmed lore and depth behind the characters than what players have already been theorizing. Like the card swipe take in admin, when players do these tasks, a photograph consisting of cyan, green, and orange will appear in their wallet no matter what color they are playing as. This could suggest multiple things. One theory is that 3 astronauts may be a family and are all related in some way. It's also possible that the colors are all just great friends, and the reason everybody has this photograph in their wallet is because all they want to have is a reminder of their friends. So let's delve into the Among Us color explanations and theories. Red is also a very significant color when it comes to Among Us. Red is the logo on the app and even appears before the start of each round. Oddly enough, new players playing the tutorial will also see themselves playing as Red as the imposter. This suggests that Red may be the real imposter. Black is another color that may be suspicious in Among Us. However, when playing as imposter, players will find that the sabotage button is presented by black. This could mean that Red and Black are the true imposter duo. Another clue that Inner Sloth has given players come from the med-base can. With the height, weight, and blood type being given to the player, some have made theories about what these numbers could mean. Every character in Among Us has the same height and weight, but the blood type is randomized on every game. This could signify that players are a different person each game, even if they are playing as the same color. This could also show that these astronauts aren't actually humans, and are another kind of creature with abnormal genetics and blood. Now that Among Us is one of the most popular video games of the year, many players would be intrigued by the idea of a story mode or lore endorsed by Inner Sloth. With cosplays, drawings, and animations becoming extremely popular within the Among Us community, it would be even cooler to have an in-depth personalities for players to get attached to. There is a chance that the Among Us characters are much more complicated than they may seem. So, what about the alien theory? This leads us into the wild and wacky headcanon that some murderous species from the depths of space are actually lurking in that floating tin can. Imposters are shown to have long tongues and razor-sharp teeth, proving that they aren't at least like you and I. You don't get to see what crewmates look like under there, but either way, there's no escaping the fact that imposters are horrifying monstrosities. Obviously, it could be a mix of both, where the standard crewmates are innocent humans and the imposters are shape-shifting creatures hell-bent on populating Earth. For anyone who's ever seen The Thing or Futurama's Murder on the Planet Express, they'll know the vibe we're going for here. In fact, the fan-favorite Season 7 episode of Matt Groening's sci-fi animation featured the crew of the ship being picked off one by one by a slithering alien that stalked them through the vents. Unfortunately though, it seems we're left guessing for now. The official Among Us site also doesn't offer any clues on what crewmates really are, so for the time being, it's back to trawling the internet for fanfiction about who or what they are up in the stars. At the end of the day, does it really affect the way you play? And with this, we wrap up today's video. Here are the stories and theories about the Among Us crew. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, make sure you subscribe for more daily videos like this one and drop us a like to support the channel. See you in the next video.